welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. And we've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Now, the extra point. He's got it, and the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jabril Peppers up from his safety spot to bring him down. come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
This one complete to Jordan.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Back deep is Marcus Jones. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Third and 5. To throw now, May. That's caught, left side, it's complete. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, New England.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now May. He finds Hollins on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is May. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To throw on 1st down is May. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. May gonna look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Patriots out on top. More from Houston coming up in a moment. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Again, it'll be Stevenson. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Patriots move out on top, 14-0.
Texans, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Stroud to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Give him 13 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Stroud going to set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Now an opening past the 30. The visitors' offense and Stefon Diggs heading back out on the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Patriots. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Pats move out to a 21-3 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. On first and 10, here's Stroud. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 2 scores.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Patriots are on top, as we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On play action, Stroud. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long. Throwing is May. They'll try to set up the screen here.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Stroud. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and a yard. They'll go play action with Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find them.
This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. From out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now, May. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo. And the Texans are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's a big one, this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Over the middle. He's got the tight end, Schultz.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now 2nd and inches. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Throwing is Stroud. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
2nd and goal. Now Stroud. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everyone.